Welcome to the deep dive. Before we
Hey,
jump
everyone,
in,
and
if you enjoy exploring complex stories like the one we have today, please do subscribe to the channel, like this deep dive, and maybe share it.
Absolutely. And comment too. I love hearing your thoughts.
Right. So today we're examining a deeply troubling case. Many of you flagged the story of 6-year-old Ella, who fatally shot a police officer.
It's a shocking event, and we've got the report detailing what happened.
Yeah, we want to unpack the key elements for you, focus on, the sequence of events and the legal reasoning behind the outcome.
Because this isn't just a headline. It's complex, raises big questions about perception, fear.
And actions taken under extreme stress.
Exactly. What stands out immediately is just how fast everything escalated.
From shopping.
To a fatal confrontation. It shows how critical misunderstandings can be.
Devastating consequences, really.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Ella's mother, she buys a big TV, a 75-inch one, at a supermarket. Pays for it.
All seems normal. But leaving, security stops her. Wants the receipt. And she can't find it right then. She even goes back to the cashier, who tells the guard, yes, she paid.
But the guard still insists on the physical piece of paper.
Yeah, wouldn't let her leave without it. That initial inflexibility.
Even with verbal confirmation from staff, that seems rigid, especially when there's likely other ways to check, like CCTV.
Exactly. So the mother, she's understandably frustrated, tries to take the TV she paid for to her car.
Okay.
That's when the security guard and 2 police officers step in, order her to stop.
And she tries to explain.
She does. So she paid, but they aren't listening. Instead, they force her down, restrain her.
Physically restrain her.
Yes, even as she's crying out, she can't breathe, saying she's not a thief. It sounds pretty alarming.
The level of force there, for what started as a receipt issue, it raises questions about de-escalation, doesn't it?
Definitely. Now think about Ella. 6 years old, in the car.
Watching all this unfold.
Seeing her mother wrestled to the ground, hearing her cries. Imagine the fear.
For a child that age, seeing her primary caregiver in distress like that, it would likely be perceived as a life-threatening situation. Their understanding of threat is, well, different.
So in that panic, Ella finds her mother's gun in the car.
Oh, wow.
She gets out, points it at one of the officers restraining her mom, and tells him, let her go or I'll shoot.
She warned him.
Clearly warned him, but the officer, apparently, he dismissed the threat from a 6-year-old.
A potentially fatal misjudgment, underestimating the situation based on her age.
And Ella fired multiple shots, tragically, fatally wounding him, and then she immediately dropped the gun and surrendered.
Surrendered right after.
Yeah. So the investigation kicks in, police review the store's CCTV.
And it confirms.
Confirms the mother bought the TV. They even find the missing receipt nearby.
Ah, so the proof was there.
The footage also backs up the mother's account of the restraint, shows Ella's visible distress and her warning before she fired.
That video evidence becomes crucial then. Contextualizes everything.
Absolutely. So Ella and her mother, they're granted bail. It goes to court.
And the judge's decision.
Quite remarkable, really. The judge ruled Ella acted in defense of her mother.
Defense of another.
Right. And that she wasn't criminally responsible because of her age and her perception of imminent danger to her mother.
So the perception of threat was key.
Yes, and the judge actually criticized the officers. Said they mishandled it, didn't check the CCTV before using force.
That points to issues around procedure, accountability, failure to de-escalate or investigate properly first.
In the end, the case was dismissed. Both Ella and her mother were released.
A truly extraordinary outcome stemming from that initial failure to communicate and verify.
So bringing this back, what this deep dive shows is just this incredibly rapid, tragic spiral.
Fueled by miscommunication, maybe assumptions?
And a failure to see the situation from different viewpoints, perhaps. It really makes you consider how we perceive threats under pressure.
It does. It's this complex mix of perception, authority, fear, and how the legal system tries to make sense of, well, almost unbelievable circumstances.
We hope this look into Ella's story has provided some clarity on a very complex event. It definitely leaves us thinking about that fragile line between protection and perceived danger. What does it reveal about our own assumptions in tense moments?
A lot to reflect on, certainly. The profound impact of perspective.
If you found this analysis valuable and you like digging into these kinds of multifaceted stories, please do subscribe to this channel, like the deep dive, share it, and leave us a comment with your thoughts.
We really do appreciate the engagement.
And hey, if you're watching us on platforms like Facebook or TikTok, come find us on YouTube. Just search FMKE News. We've got tons more content: politics, sports, spirituality, current affairs, research.
A whole range of topics.
Thank you all for being loyal followers. Keep on digging deep with us.
You